Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about the talk of Andre Ward versus Canelo Alvarez, or Canelo Alvarez versus Andre Ward, whatever, right? They're still bringing this up, and I don't know why. I don't know where this is coming from, but they're still talking about this. And you know, one thing is my opinion is on this. Andre Ward been retired for his last fight with June 7th, 2017 against Sergey Kovalev. And now Canelo Alvarez just beat Kovalev last Saturday, the last Saturday ago, and now they bringing up both of them fighting each other, which they think is going to be a mega fight. I don't think it's going to be maybe because of the names, but because of their names and stuff like that, because both of them are stars. I think if you want to say, Andre Ward is a superstar or a star, I mean, that's debatable to me. I mean, some people say he's a superstar, some people say he's a star, because on pay-per-view, he didn't do that well on pay-per-view. And even when he fought Sergey Kovalev, he didn't do that well on pay-per-view. And he's Andre Ward, right? So that's why I say he's a star instead of a superstar. Now, Floyd Mayweather is a superstar, and Canelo Alvarez is a superstar. No, that's just my opinion. I don't think I'm the only one I would say this, but some other people would disagree with me. But this is just my opinion but my opinion is that is a fact. He didn't do good on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to the Canelo Alvarez versus Canelo versus Andre Ward, that fight, man, would that be an interesting fight? I don't know, man. I don't think that Andre Ward's gonna come back and fight him. And I know he might keep in shape and stuff like that, but that's different than just punching a punching bag and sparring with people and actually being in a professional fight, and definitely in the ring with in a real fight, right? I just think that, and if he do that, he must see some flaws in Canelo Alvarez if he do that, because Andre Ward is his IQ is very good. And he made good decisions through when he was fighting in the ring. It was above everybody else because everybody seen that, right? I mean, the first fight with Sergey Kovalev was debatable. If it was in Russia, they probably would have gave it to Sergey Kovalev because he got the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? He would probably won that fight. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a draw. But since Andre Ward was in his own country, they gave it to him. I mean, it's debatable. I mean, I wouldn't even disagree with none of it. You know what I'm saying? It was a back and forth fight. And the second fight was clearly Andre Ward really won that fight. You know what I'm saying? He won by TKO, right? And he did it better than Canelo Alvarez. But will this be an interesting fight? Because both of them, Andre Ward is 6 foot and he got a 7'1" reach. Canelo Alvarez is 5'9", and he's got a 70" reach, and his upper body is very good. It's great, but he's got slow foot. You know what I'm saying? His legs are slow, right? And Andre Ward knows that, and he would take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? And he just, this Canelo fighting Andre Ward, and then another thing too, he's 35 years old. Andre Ward, another 35-year-old, because I think Andre Ward probably lost a step too at the same time. He's been out for a minute, and he's been out for 2 years, man. It's about to be in another month. You know what I'm saying? In 2 more months, it'd be 3 years, right? You know what I'm saying? I think 3 years or whatever, right? Oh, no. It'd be 3 years in June of next year. So 2020. So it still be, he'd been almost 2 years or something like that, right? But what I would definitely say, man, Canelo Alvarez, I think he have a puncher's chance. I will probably say that. But if it go 12 rounds, I would definitely give it to Andre Ward. Because I think, would it go 12 rounds? I think it probably will go 12 rounds. Maybe I could be wrong because, but based on this, if it go 12 rounds with both of these guys, it'd be based on if Andre Ward come back and fight somebody else and get his feet wet. Maybe one fight or maybe 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, he might do that, but he might fight definitely one fight and then fight Canelo Alvarez, right? Because Canelo Alvarez is not no pushover. He ain't gonna come down there, come in the ring to lay down. And then on top of that, I just want to know that. And another thing too, at the same time, would it be all those stimulations of what was that? The stipulations of the clauses that Canelo be putting on, he put on people at the same time as rehydration clause and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. He'll probably do that with Andre Ward, and I don't think Andre Ward will go for that. But you never know. And if he do go for it, because he have been out in the ring, he have been out of the ring for 2 years. He have been retired. So, like I say, I don't think he'll step in there. But you never know. It would be an interesting fight. What I would like to see the fight, I don't know, because he's 35 years old. He lost a step. You know, if and you know what's going. The funny thing about it, if he beat Canelo Alvarez, they're gonna say, well, Canelo, he was too big for Canelo. I mean, he was too big for Canelo Alvarez. That's what people will say. And then if Canelo Alvarez beat him, they would say he's 35 years old. He's been out the ring for almost 2 years, which is the fact. And I mean, it's a fact that he is bigger than Canelo Alvarez too. So everybody always have excuses. But like I say, this is another 35-year-old too. At the same time, he's fighting. He need to. If I was Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez, he does his own thing. He do his own thing, and people gonna always say something about it. And it's not like they lying. It's a fact. Sergey Kovalev is 36 years old, about to be 37. If he fight Andre Ward, he's 35 years old. When he fought Shane Mosley, he was 36, 37 years old. Floyd Mayweather, he was 36 or 37 years old when he fought him, but he lost that fight. When he fought Shane Mosley is 48 years old now. Canelo Alvarez is 29 or 30. Think about how when he fought him, how old when he fought him, he had been like 40 years old when he fought him. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, and then Cotto was past his prime too. So I mean, if I was Canelo Alvarez, I'll go for one of them young cats, Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders or Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Or Jamal Charlo or Arthur Beterbiev. That's if his name is if I'm saying his name is wrong, I apologize. But get one of them young fighters in the era. So what? Beterbiev is I think he's 34 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody else is like in their 20s, 29, 30 years old, but around that same age. And then you don't want no fighter coming off or just being retired and stuff like that, and you think that you're gonna face him and stuff like that. He might face Andre Ward, Canelo Alvarez, but been off for 2 years, he's not gonna face him just like that. I don't think so. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna always say something about it, and that's why I don't have nobody in my pound number one. It's 2 and 3. And the Canelo Alvarez could be 2, and then Terrence Crawford could be 3, and then 4 could be Alexander Usyk, and then Lomachenko. Then the 6 would be Errol Spence. That's just how I got it. Or Terrence Crawford number 2, and then Canelo Alvarez number 3. But they 2 and 3, both back and forth, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't. He need to fight. To me, this is what I would say. I would say this. If he beat one of those people, he don't have to fight all of them, right? To give my respect to saying that he's pound number 1, Canelo Alvarez, and Terrence Crawford. He need to fight one of the prime, the elite fighters and young fighters, right? Who's in their prime, right? Both of them guys, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. If he fight one of them, he don't need to fight 2 of them for right now, because it's gonna go back and forth, right? Because I think Terrence Crawford will fight. I think might fight Sean Porter and Danny Garcia maybe down the line, and Canelo Alvarez will definitely have the chance to fight him because he's still 29 years old. He's still young. All of them are still young, right? I think Terrence Crawford is still 30. He's in his 30s, 31 or something like that. But still, time is ticking, right, for both of them, right? But I think they definitely will fight one of the guys, maybe 2 of the guys, maybe 3 of the guys. You know what I'm saying, that I'm talking about. But at least fight one of them and see who's clearly pound number 1. You know what I'm saying? I definitely say that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody talking about um, it was fixed and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go that far and say it was fixed. I don't know if it's fixed or not, but at the same time, he got the win, and it's a win. And I don't think if it was fixed, he's not the only one was in a fixed fight all through the years. I would definitely say that. But like I say, he got the win. Congratulations, Canelo Alvarez. And then, like I say, would I like to see Canelo Alvarez versus Andre Ward? Yes and no. I'm back and forth. I don't, it really don't matter to me. I would like to see him face one of the people who's been fighting and have been retired, because they're going to come up with something else. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want nobody to come up with something else about Canelo Alvarez, saying that he fought a retired fighter coming out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? And he's 35 years old. And those are facts. You fight Demetrius Andrade or Jamal Charlo, then we can't say nothing. And they beat him. And it's got to be, it can't go back and forth, and just like a Triple G. Because it's back and forth. We don't know who won that fight. I mean, he got the fight. He got the win, but it was still close. That's all I'm saying, right? But, like I say, are y'all interested in him, Canelo versus Andre Ward, or do you want him to fight one of them young fighters who's still fighting right now? Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, or Billy Joe Saunders, or either David or David Benavidez or Colin Smith, or one of them people, or maybe at 175, one of them cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the people who don't got no losses, or maybe even one loss, but not one loss. I mean, maybe no losses. But at the same time, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Bubba Load the Belt. All right, bye.